this video, we're gonna cast the spell and help you launch a profitable product on Amazon in 5 steps. Let's dive in. So step number 1 is to do proper product research. I know that sounds simple, right? You're doing product research, but are you utilizing the best tools, right? Sometimes you only need to utilize these tools for a month, just like Smart Scout. Smart Scout has a search trends feature that literally shows you the top search trends from the last 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. You can even type it in and it's going to tell you what people are typing in and how the growth is specifically on Amazon. And that's what we care about, right? So you can see, obviously it's the Halloween season. So right now seasonal products are going up. Women's fall fashion, Deadpool, Wolverine, Halloween, all this good stuff. But if we look at it from a 1-year scale, and let's say we want to launch a cool lighter. So we type in cool lighter here and we can see right off the bat, who is typing in cool lighters? Who is this for? It's for men. It says cool lighters for men. I don't see anything about women, so we know that maybe if we wanted to launch this product, it's time to launch a cool lighter for men. Now we can go to Amazon and actually type in a cool lighter and then kind of go through and see, okay, what are some competitors that maybe we would purchase from that stand out? And I can see right away that this one looks really nice. It has a great price and I would purchase it. So we want to open that and look into it. And what we want to do is copy the ASIN and then go back into our tool. So we go back to the search terms tool on smartscout.com and we go to the rank maker and we can see the exact ranking that it's ranking for, the exact keywords. So we can see what are people typing in to find this product and why is it showing up on the first page. And we can see there's a huge demand for card lighters. So now we know that right away, if we want to launch a new product, a card lighter may be a big product. And if we scroll down, we can see the search volume right here. Novelty lighter, okay, pretty cool. Gun lighter. Now this is an awesome niche. If you could sell a lighter that looks like a gun, 11,000, that's double the aces. So we could look in that area as well and see dad lighter. We can go scroll down a little more. Cool lighter, which is very vague, cool lighters. But the cool thing is the cool lighter almost has as much searches as the gun lighter. So the gun lighter is a huge product to potentially launch. Now what we can do is double check also relevant products. So we can dive deeper into launching gun lighters and then look up more search terms regarding that. Or we can dive deeper into this product. So we can look at relevant products. And what we can see for this one, if we click on this one right here, these are some relevant products that Smart Scout thinks are really relevant to this product that we might want to look into for launching. And we can see a rugged lighter. So if you could make a cool, and this one has 4,000 sales in the past month, so we know it's a big hitter. Now, if we could make a cool lighter that is rugged and stands out, so imagine a PS5 lighter and it's rugged, so you could throw it against the wall and it won't break, and it's water resistant, waterproof. I think most men would buy that, as well as a gun lighter, so you can think about that as well. But we can go back to Smart Scout, and for our ASIN, we can also see what ads search terms they're running for. And a lot of tools don't do this, so we can see exactly what ads keywords they're targeting. So of course they're targeting cool lighters for men, ace of spades lighter, lighter poker, cigarette shaped lighter. So now if we did want to launch in this category, we know the exact ads that they're running to help them get to page number 1. So that's an awesome tool as well. Tip number 2 is to create a checklist before you launch your product. And of course, checklists help all the time. And we have a checklist at EHP and it kind of goes like this. Does the product have more than 10 competitors? It's okay if it does, but if you do find a niche that doesn't have many competitors, that is an instant green flag. Does the product have a 25% or higher profit margin? Right? If you do the calculations, you can find the profit margin. And if it has a very low profit margin, lower than 25%, maybe it's not the best. And I have a list right here. 25% is good, 35% is great, and 50% and above is amazing. So you can kind of look at that. Is there a barrier to entry? For example, kids products, you have to actually get approved by Amazon. You need special certifications. So just remember that before you launch. Create your listing, see if Amazon has any barriers to entry before you launch. And if it does have a barrier to entry, can you get that certification? Does your manufacturer already have those certifications? Is it a seasonal product? Maybe it's a Halloween only product. Just keep that in mind. It'll only sell well during the Halloween season. Is it a long-term product? For example, fidget spinners have been sold a lot, but they're mainly not a long-term product. They're most likely a short-term product for short-term gains. Nothing wrong with that, but just keep that in mind. Are you launching a long-term product or a short-term product? Do you think it has a patent? If so, look over that with your attorney. Is it a niche product, right? The more niche it is, the better. For example, gun lighters are very niche. Something that's not niche is just lighters in general. So if you went up to somebody, I specifically sell gun lighters, they're gonna be like, oh, that's awesome. Or just if you just say, I specifically sell lighters, now they're going to ask more questions. What kind of lighters? So the more niche it is, the better. Can somebody from China just swoop in, pretty much steal your product, remake it without you being able to do anything? Right? So that's another thing. And that comes back to the fidget spinner idea, where it's usually pretty easy to copy unless you had a patent. Are all the competitors making at least $5,000 a month or more? Again, this is just a checklist just to see if all of your competitors, and even the shitty ones, are making more than $5,000 a month. That's a great sign. And then what would you rate the product? So having a checklist really helps. Number 3 is checking the competitors' negative reviews before you launch. So before you launch the product and finalize your design, right, kind of go through, look at the competitors. So if we were launching a product similar to this, you want to look at their negative reviews and see, okay, what are the customers not happy about? What can I do to make my product better? And when we go through these negative reviews, stopped working, not working, bought 2 lighters, it's not working, right? Both lighters would not light, had 4 different pros, but they still didn't get it to work. So if an issue arises, how can you get this resolved with your manufacturer? How can you mitigate this issue? And a lot of the times it's inspections. So hiring a third-party inspection company to actually look at your product on Amazon or from your manufacturer, and then make sure that it works and everything is A1 okay. So you don't get a bad batch, because some manufacturers don't do that extra work and they don't actually inspect every product. So you want to get an inspection company, and that would help resolve these issues right off the bat. Number 4 is to have a manufacturer checklist. So now we're getting into you found your product, you're good to go, you know what to do, but you need to have a good manufacturer, right? Is the manufacturer answering questions quickly? Is their grammar and English good? How many years have they been in business? Are they a verified supplier? Are they kind and respectful? Have you actually done a test buy from them and checked their quality of their product? Then rate them. And this really helps having checklists. Last but not least is not creating a launch strategy. Now, I know this doesn't sound like the craziest thing, but you'll be surprised that people don't have their own launch strategy. They don't have a checklist. They just look at it and assume it's good to go. And we're humans. We make mistakes. We can't make it the same every single time like McDonald's does unless we have a checklist. So make sure you have a launch checklist. You're about to get it on Amazon. It's about to arrive. What are you going to do? Is it already optimized? Are you enrolling in Amazon Vine? How's the title look? How does the first image look compared to the competition, right? Did you do your patent and trademark search before you launched? Do you have a trademark? What about your title? Is your title optimized? Do you have little to no duplicates in your title? What about your bullet points? What about your description? Going through your pricing, are you starting with a lower pricing amount and then getting good reviews and slowly increasing the price? What are you doing there? What about your main image? It's the most important? Does it stand out? Is it better than your competition? Have you asked other people what their honest feedback are? Are you doing A+ content brand story? Do you have a video of your product? All of these things, having a nice little checklist really does help. And that's it for today's video. I hope that you learned something new on how to launch your own product on Amazon with the 5 top tips. Of course, there's many other tips, but feel free to comment below if you have any questions or concerns. And of course, if you like this video, Drop a like if you learned something new, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you, and have a wonderful Halloween season.